different outfits. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Eugene. How we doing tonight? I said, how we doing tonight? We're Boy Named Sue. How you doing? So, my legal name is Cahoolin. That was the name of the opening band, aka us. And for like the first 2 years that Paul was playing with me on bass back there, he didn't know that Cahoolin was my legal name. Cahoolin's my legal name. It's a really weird name. And I identify it with this next song, which is the title of our band. So we're going to sing Boy Named Sue for you. And if you have a weird name, if you've ever had a substitute teacher butcher it, if you've ever had it messed up at the daily counter line, if you've ever had it said over the intercom completely wrong, this one is for you. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3 and he didn't leave much to bond me except this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Well, now I don't blame him because of running in, but the meanest thing he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, I must have thought that it was quite a joke because it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. It seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I would get red, some guy would laugh and I'd have to buzz his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up fast and I grew up mean. My fish got hard and my wits got keen. I rode from town to town just to hide my shame. Well, I made me a pact with the moon and the stars that I'd search the honky-tonk bars and I'd find the man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July and I found my throat was sort of dry. I walked into a bar and ordered myself a brew. It was an old saloon on a street of mud and there at a table dealing studs at the dirty mansion mud that named me Sue. I knew right away it was my dear old dad from a worn out picture that my mama had. I could tell it was him from his scar and his evil eye. He was big and he was bent and he was gray and he was old, and when I looked at him, my blood ran cold and I said, my name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna come up with a knife, cut off a piece of my ear. So I took a chair and I broke across his teeth and we crashed through the window and out into the street, kicking and screaming in the mud and the blood of beer. Well, I know that I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when he kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I got to my first and then he sat there and he started to smile. I heard him say, son, this world is rough, and I knew you were going to make it, you'd have to be tough. I also knew that I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and I know that it's the name that's made you strong. Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know that you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. So thank me now before I die for the gravel in your gut and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the dirty and mangy bud that named you Sue. Well, what did I do? What could I do? I threw down my gun, I called him my pa. He called me his son, and I come away with a different point of view. And you know what? Well, sometimes I think about that guy every now and then, every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'll name him Bill or George. Anything but Sue. I still hate that name.